Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the Shit Talk Shinguchi podcast. We won't tell you what that means. I am here with Swanky Swang, aka Alan, and Super Taco, aka Andrew, and I am William, or Willie, whatever you want to call me.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hello. Say hello.
I like that.
You did lose last week, huh?
Yeah, I did lose last week, so now I had to come up with a topic. And the topic that I came up with is stories from Mexico. Now, all of us
We're
here...
all beaters.
I was about to say that. We're all beaters here.
Wait, real quickly, you think we should bleep that word? But we could all technically say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can say it.
Okay, because last time I was...
Sorry, you're Salvadorian. Get the fuck out of it. No, just kidding.
And,
He's a special one.
Mixed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Mixed,
half Mexican, half Salvadorian.
He's like
half
chocolate
beaner.
ice cream and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Half beaner, half settled.
He's got a little bit of the sauce.
I wish the mic picked that up.
Alright, so my topic, I said Mexico stories. So I'm going to be giving points. I'm going to pull out the calculator.
The calculator, okay.
The calculator. So I'm going to be giving points on how interesting and entertaining the story was.
Alright, that's what's up.
And so, yeah. You guys could give multiple stories.
Yeah.
Multiple points. I don't know who went to Mexico more.
Real quickly, this is kind of like a side thing, but it kind of has to do with Mexico.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize how closely similar Filipinos and Mexicans are.
Yeah, that's why they call them water Mexicans.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
'Cause I was listening to the Jumpers Jump podcast, right?
Jumpers Jump.
And they're calling their family members titos, titas.
Oh, for real?
And I was like, what the fuck? That's way too similar.
Yeah,
And they even went on to explain it that the Spaniards colonized the Philippines at first. And I was like, what the
shit,
fuck?
I didn't know that.
And then in Mexicali, there's like a whole bunch of chinos. Like in each corner, you won't see a taco spot. You'll see like a Chinese joint.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You
just
can also
crazy.
tell with their last names, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, what last name?
I don't have an example.
Oh,
I think, Boca Negra is one. I could be wrong, though, but it's literally...
Bless you.
Bless you. In Spanish, a Spanish name, but yeah. There's other ones, but there's other better examples, but I think that one's off the top of my head.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. I'll give you 5 points for that.
Oh!
Yeah, 5 points, too.
Because I
Very
didn't
generous
know
there.
Okay.
And then again, this one isn't that one, but there's a boxer, Mark Magasayo. That one's like in between. I don't know. If that's...
So fusion dance. Okay.
Fusion dance.
Because even in Mexicali, there's a shop called Titos. And that's a good ass shop, dude. Oh man, I should have gone. That's fine. But I don't know. Do you want to choose who goes first?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, which one of y'all want to go first? Or should I flip a coin? I can flip a coin on my phone.
Alright, you just flip a coin. I'll go heads.
Alright, so heads or tails, okay. Flip.
I think Sub Poppy's last name is Bastamente. Something like that, around there.
Dude, so you said heads, right?
Yeah, dude, because think about it.
Alright, so you go first.
Dude, think about it. Filipinos were mad that Manny Pacquiao lost to Mayweather. So were the Mexicans.
Yeah,
Come on.
he's one of my all-time favorites. If not, he's number one.
I kid you not, legit. I thought Manny Pacquiao was Mexican, but anyway.
Really? All right, fair.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of forgot these stories, but I do have one horror story I kind of already said.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Is there a specific thing you want from Mexico, or how?
Just anything interesting.
I even know a story for him.
Or
I'm kind of
what the fuck?
For him,
I don't know if you're gonna say this one or that's the one you're talking about, but one time you did call me.
Oh no, I do have a story. No, I think that's not really that long of a story.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I said it already. I'm not sure, but I guess I'll give it a little preview in a couple words. And then I died.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
that's interesting.
So this story was told to me because I didn't experience it because I was way too young, maybe like 3 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was basically my mom, my dad, my older brother. I think my little brother was alive at that time. So we were over there, and we were in a rancho. You know, a rancho, you know.
Uh-huh.
But when people think of a rancho, they think they have farm animals and shit. We did not have any farm animals. It's just pure like dirt and a big ass tree.
And
then the house,
yeah.
Yeah. And
sometimes plants.
yeah, so if you were lucky. So
it's like that meme where you like when you see us that I know your family was
bro, because my mom also told me, yeah, when your dad first said el rancho, I thought they were gonna have horses, pigs, and it's just a dead ass tree with some dirt.
I won't say that. Other family members do have that.
Yeah.
But you know.
Nah, but the real ones, you know, the brokies don't.
The brokies.
So, I'm over there in El Rancho, you know, and someone's watching me. I don't really know who it was, but I think it's a friend of the family or like a cousin, right? And then my dad tells him, we'll just call him, I don't know, Boo. I think that was his actual nickname.
Oh, what the hell?
And you're like, Boo, just take care of him. And he couldn't speak, right?
Wait,
and then,
mute?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, my dad ends up leaving. He starts watching me, right? And then all of a sudden, Boo starts calling for my dad and mom. Turns out he didn't know I swallowed something.
Oh, shit.
And they're desperately like, what the fuck?
Oh.
And they don't know what to do. And they start calling the ambulance.
Oh.
And legit, like, I'm legit dying and choking. To the point when the ambulance gets there, I'm purple.
Oh.
Like, I'm already slumped.
Damn.
Like,
crazy.
Practically fucking dead. But I think the way the ambulance got there, we kind of met him. Because we just got in the car and drove. And we met him halfway. Or I don't know how the fuck that happens. I'm not really sure. Again, I wasn't conscious at the time. So I'm already purple as fuck, right? Looking like Cell Jr. fucking bitch ass. And I'm already slumped in my dad's arms, like practically fucking dead. Until the paramedics fucking like, you know, start doing their thing, CPR or whatever. And suddenly I'm alive again, obviously. Obviously, I don't know if I ruined the ending. Yes, I'm fucking sure. And I think that's when I realized that I was gonna have a lot more death experiences, because not just in Mexico, because even in I think in Mexico let me finish that first story, obviously. But in Mexico you always have to pay for the paramedics. No matter what.
Sure.
You always have to.
I think even here too.
Here, yeah. Okay. It's kind of the same shit, but over there, they'd rather see the money first and actually help you out. You know, here they give you a bit of a chance. And they brought me back to life, you know. Turns out I swallowed like a little stick, whatever, because, you know, pure dirt. And brought me back to life. And the paramedics afterwards are like, oh, fucking thank God. And just left. So we were there like, oh, God is real, 2 miracles. So yeah, I think don't have kids if you're going to Mexico, honestly.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because shit, out there you want to party, but if you have kids, you're not going to be able to.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's basically, I think, one Mexico experience I honestly, good thing I didn't remember.
Yeah, sure.
You'd be scarred if you'd remember.
Yeah, I would be dead, legitimately be dead. The shit was funny because I was at like the age of 17, 16 when my dad first told me. And he wasn't even telling me, he was telling my tia, and I was like, what the fuck? I was just like, I had to stop playing Dokkan Battle for this shit. I was just like, what the fuck? So yeah, that's my, then I died moment, yeah. Nice. Then I had a couple more after that.
No, I have a similar story to that.
You're dead as fuck.
But when I was choking on something. But like this was when I was like born. Cause my dad told me, well, he's told me before, but recently, yesterday actually, we were talking.
Why did he tell us late as fuck?
Well, he told me a long time ago, but he brought it up again. Yeah, and because me and my cousins were there, and then we were talking about how like everybody remembers how we were all born, and then so
I don't, dude. Y'all have superpowers or something.
Yeah, so he told me, it was like, oh yeah, when you came out, I came out blue, because I was like choking on I don't know what, and then the paramedics saved me. Basically, they like shoved a tube down my throat.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
You're an avatar.
Yeah, and then they saved me then. So yeah,
I was
gonna
say, damn, your mom cheated. But I was like, wait, there's no blue people. Like, what the fuck?
It's like a little short.
No, yeah, with little kids, bro, you gotta be careful, dude.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Yeah, so, I mean, like right now, I can't really like come up with more topics or like stories from Mexico.
Yeah, that one was pretty short.
But I do have another one, but I'll let Alan go
Yeah,
first.
I was gonna say that.
I will let Alan
For that story, I'll give you 10 pesos.
10 pesos.
10 pesos, yes.
So,
Oh, that's another thing about the Philippines. Their money is pesos.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, they
shit.
call it pesos. That's fucking crazy.
Is it like the same value?
Probably not. It's
not.
like,
Yeah,
it's like
probably
Canadian
not.
dollars and American
Oh,
dollars.
Yeah. I think Mexican money is worth less. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Because $5, 250 pesos.
Damn, it's $5 now. Fuck.
I feel like it's always been like
Around there, yeah, because
I remember
$1
Uh-huh.
was 20 pesos. Now it's around like 18.50 or 19.
Fuck.
But regardless, it's easy math to do.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do it, so fuck you.
No, okay. Think about it like this: if it was still 20, all right, what's 1 times 2? It's
1?
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
All right, it's 2, and then add the 0, and then that's 20 pesos.
Because I remember 200 was like 10 when I went.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's 10 times 2 is 20. Add the 0, it's 200 pesos.
Oh, okay, I see.
Around there, give or take, I guess.
Yeah.
Jesus, go.
Alright, Alan. Well, go ahead. Go for it. If you have
I'll be honest, me specifically.
Because you recently went to Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, me specifically died myself in Mexico. I don't know, but I've had a lot of people who almost
You
died.
lucky mother. Wait, what? I was like, you lucky bitch.
It's just weird situations. Like, I remember this cousin, I didn't even know he was my cousin, but he lives here too. Also goes to Mexico. I think I myself was probably 12. He was 8 at the time. He's younger than me. I remember that. And I remember seeing this situation. It had already happened. Like, I just see him flipped over with the quad, just like under it, and then like everybody else fell too. I'm like, damn, what the hell?
I mean, I'm motherfucker's rich.
I'm like, I'm gonna go back home now. So I just saw that.
You saw some fucking tragedy happen.
Your cousins, they're like, Alan, help me. I'm gonna go home.
No, again, at the time, I didn't know he was related to me, but it's obvious that he was there, you know?
Oh.
So then, a couple years passed by. I hang out with him here in the States, you know, like, oh, what's up,
he has papers?
No, he's from here too, like, we go visit there. That's why he has the quad.
You gotta be more specific.
My bad. That's why he has the quad, because he's from here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, again, I saw him at a Keenan sale, we got along, and then that same year, in December, I see him, I was like, oh, what's up, man? You come here? I'm like, well, yeah, no shit. I'm like, well, that makes sense. He came out with the quad, I'm like, nice, he has a quad, I don't have one. The point is, a little bit after that, I start hanging out with him, I'm like, do you ever remember that one kid that flipped in a quad? He's like, that was me. I'm like, that's crazy.
Why else would he have the quad?
I just walked away. And then he explained to me the whole situation. He's like a whole bunch of like of his cousins or girls or whatever, like they were just like, hey, can we ride your quad? I'm like, he's like, yeah. And he's like, he didn't want to, but he said yeah. So basically he's like 4 other people behind him, and they're just like messing around, like they pushed it. So he accelerated, and he went like, it's not a hill, but it was still pretty high. So they accelerated when he wasn't supposed to. So instead of going up, it went and it fell over. And he managed to tell them, bájense. So they fell out, but he himself like fell. I'm like,
I'm sorry, I just imagine Rocket League. Like Rocket League music started playing in my head when you said I was
No, but yeah, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And then another cousin that's actually from there specifically, they asked her, ¿Quieres ir en la moto? He's like, nah. And she's like, yo me salvé porque no quise. I'm like, that's funny, bro. I'm like, damn.
Bro, do you ever have those cousins where you're slowly like you don't know them really well, but then you start knowing them and then you find out you have the same interest?
Oh, no, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Because legit, I went to Mexico like back 2018 and like the first time in 13 years. And I was talking to my cousin and then he was like, oh yeah, no miran Dragon Ball?
Oh!
And I'm like, yo! Basically translates to you guys watch Dragon Ball, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, say psych, because then my dad, I remember I was playing Resurrection of F movie back when it came out. Mm-hmm. And then my grandpa's like, oh, it's Goku. And I was like, what the fuck? So Dragon Ball is just generations, because my grandpa knew about Dragon Ball, my dad knew about Dragon Ball, I know about Dragon Ball. Like, it's all over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was just there like, he was just there like, oh, what do you think about the last fight? And I'm like, bro, let's watch that shit right now. And then we did the most ass-burning thing we could do. So we went to the store, got a big-ass bowl, right? Just a regular metal bowl. Bought like every single spicy chips they had there.
Oh, shit.
We got some like spicy popcorn. because you know sometimes they have that shit over there.
Yeah.
And then we got Valentina, the spiciest ones they have, because they don't have tapatio over there.
Oh, they don't? What the
No,
fuck?
they don't.
Oh.
It's an American thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I never knew.
So it's kind of racist now that you think about it. But
Yeah.
but then we were just like, all right, put that shit. And legit, it was to the point where like the chips were soggy.
Oh, shit.
And we're watching Dragon Ball, and midway I was just like, oh, guys,
Oh, no.
guys, pause it, please. But yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
Now that you bring up Tapatio, bro? Bro, I think it was around 8. This is where I visited in Obregón, the city part of Mexico. So I went there. It was when I would go to in the summer to like, cause my tias there would take care of my grandma when she was alive back then. So they would take her there. And dude, they brought up Tapatio. I didn't know it was the only American thing, you know? So my cousin just randomly said, oh, a la próxima vez que vengan, can you bring Tapatía? I'm like, ¿Quién es Tapatía? And she's like, and my mom's like, oh no, it's not Tapatía, it's Tapatio. I'm
Nah,
like,
they started pulling some Marvel shit. There's the Hulk, She-Hulk now. We don't do tapatía here.
no, she just said that. Dude, I was, hey man, forgive me, I was a little kid, but I must have been sexist or something, because she's like, oh, yo pensé que era Tapatía, and I laughed and like, ¿tú pensaste que era Tapatía? No, it's only Tapatio. I'm like, that was just, I remember, I look back at that. I'm like,
You would get canceled if you said that.
I would have gotten canceled, but hey, it was 8 though.
Nah.
No, bro, it was Tapatía. Yeah, right. Oh my god.
It's like, come on, guys. Like, let's be honest.
That's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. I'll give you some points for that.
I'm the one that said it.
I just
What the fuck?
Yeah, give it to him. I just added to the story bit.
Oh, yeah, the story was, I'll split your points.
Alright, that's
Okay, that's
Because
right.
I was like, bro, what? Because even I was like, wait, y'all motherfuckers don't have tapatio, dude?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how racist it was until it was racist.
Yeah, that shit good, though.
Dude,
I remember when I was little, I would always put that shit in like quesadillas and shit.
Tapatio?
Yeah, tapatio.
I put it in Maruchan.
Dude, I had some soccer friends that were to the point they started putting tapatio on everything. They would put it on their banana. I was like,
Oh,
what?
what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's too far.
I was like, bro, that's too much,
Yeah.
dude. Like, what the fuck? Just be choking that shit down.
I mean, maybe some like plantains, but
yeah, maybe like on some like
okay,
like,
okay,
the
yeah, that's
plantain
fair.
chips, you know?
yeah.
And maybe or some shit. I mean, I guess
Do
technically.
you guys like
some
them? Do
shit.
you guys like plantains?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mind it.
Well, my grandma's Salvadorian, so she cooks them.
I
Okay.
remember
yeah,
you
that's
told
funny.
me that on the
Yeah.
way back from Las Vegas because I was like, what the fuck is this? They're like, oh, those are plantain chips. And I was like, oh, and then you gave me a history lesson there.
When you make them yourselves, I think they're good. But dude, I don't know what was going through my mom. I'm like, Mama, I want to buy those. Like I saw them in the store, and I took them. I'm like, my dad's like, you got chips? You got sabritas? I'm like, yeah, I do. And I brought the plantain. He's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, son sabritas. And I opened them. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
They're like hard at first and soft, and you're like,
yeah. I'm like, nah, this isn't it, bro. I don't know.
it messes with your head, and you're
Messes
just
with
like,
it,
what?
yeah. It wasn't what it wasn't what I was expecting. Like, fuck, man. I don't know. The store ones, nah. But when you make them themselves, hell yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, so obviously you've been to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
What part have you been in?
Twice. So.
Oh yeah, what part of Mexico are you from?
First time I went to my step grandparents' rancho,
That's what's up, same
yeah.
way, yeah.
and then it was in Tecate, Mexico,
Oh, okay.
which is
It's,
like
it's a city. It's like in Baja California.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tecate is a city.
it's like 30 minutes away from like Mexicali, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then yeah, that's the first time I went. When I was going over there, I saw a truck flipped over.
Oh, that was probably.
Yes.
That was probably
That's the first time. That's like the first thing I saw when I got there, and then and yeah, Mexico for the first time was pretty cool.
It feels like freedom. Like you feel like you could do anything there.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember when I went, I was still like in my skater days, and then I asked my mom, I was like, "Oh, can I bring my skateboard?" And then she was like, "What the fuck are you gonna bring your skateboard for? Where are you gonna skate?" I was like, "Oh, at their house." But at the time, I didn't know what a rancho was.
Oh,
that's fair.
You want to skate on dirt?
Yeah.
You're gonna need
I
some
didn't know it
rubber
was gonna be
tires.
dirt. I thought there was gonna be like some like pavement or some shit.
No. Unless
And
inside
then-
the house.
Yeah, and then we went, and then yeah, the rancho was like pretty cool. Oh, and it was cool because the gate to El Rancho was like open from the backside.
Yeah.
And then so two of my step cousins went too, and so we like went through the gate, and then we were like exploring.
Yeah.
And then there's like a bunch of trees and shit, and then we found a basketball court. I was like, oh, what the fuck? There's a basketball court.
That's
I
some
was
ritual type
in
shit.
the rancho?
yeah, like behind.
Yeah, because you know how
Oh,
there's like
okay,
that
yeah,
back
yeah.
streets kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but we didn't have no basketball, so we were like, oh fuck, we can't do shit.
It's because Alan, you're rich, bruh. You don't want to admit it. In Mexico, you're low key rich.
Me specifically, no. Other people in my family members.
That's
yeah,
why.
there's
So
some,
your
yeah.
family is.
Dude, literally, like, I'll explain that.
Your
Yeah.
wealth is better in Mexico, family wise, though. Because compared to our family, they're like, "Hey, you still gonna send that that Zelmy real quick?" You know what I mean?
Oh no, they do
Zelmy,
that too, but they live. I don't know, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
But, yeah, I know what you mean. Because we would also leave the back gate, like you could open it,
Oh, yeah.
and then we would walk, and there'd be like a house that like
what the
you,
fuck?
it's little macanitas. So you would go put in a quarter and like play games, or they had the
okay.
Xboxes. They have it set
Oh,
up with the
what the
whole
fuck?
system.
Oh,
like you had
shit.
to put in like a peso.
Oh, that's cool.
You ever played the little macanitas where you put in a peso, you bet, and it's like a whole roulette? Oh,
And then more pesos come out.
yeah, more
I know
pesos
what
come
you're
out.
talking
Yeah,
about.
bro, that
Oh,
shit's
what the
lit,
fuck?
dude.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Bro.
And then, so yeah, that's the first time. I think it was for a weekend or a week. I can't remember.
Something you would love, back then anyway, because you don't skate no more.
Oh,
It's Tijuana, because Tijuana you could low key skate.
oh shit.
Because one year I went and I got a new board, new setup, new everything, and I was just skating in Tijuana.
Sure.
And because there's mostly concrete there, and you're just walking along the streets.
Oh. Okay.
Because it's more like tourists,
Oh yeah.
like in the first part of Tijuana anyway,
Mm.
and it looks nice. It's like I would recommend it, but if you know where you're going, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're just there skating. It's nice. There's some skaters that set up.
Oh,
There's a
shit.
time where I don't know if you've been past Tijuana or by there, but there's this giant TV
Oh, what the fuck?
that's hanging above everyone.
Oh.
So it's like a whole sculpture, like an N, but really fucking big, like the size of a building. There's a big ass TV, and they were just skating there. They would put boxing events there.
Oh, shit.
It's cool, like a whole vibe. Yeah, I would recommend it.
So I don't think I've been to Tijuana.
No,
I've been to Mexicali, I think.
Mexicali, I wouldn't doubt it then, because if you're 30 minutes away, you probably pass by through there.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's the second time because I remember my mom would get like back problems, and so she didn't want to go to chiropractor here because they're expensive.
Yeah.
And so she would go to Mexicali because one of my tio's friends was there or some shit. And then so when we went there, it was crazy because like the street that we were in, it was like a whole ass swap meet, but like in a neighborhood. And so we would go and we were looking for this dude's house because he would do that shit in the house. And we went to this dude's house and like he had like his whole setup there, and his kitchen's right here. And then you just see some big dude come get some shit from the fridge and then go back. Meanwhile, he's doing his procedures and shit.
Dude, they have that here too. I used to go whenever I had like stomach problems or shit because I would swallow my gum.
Oh shit.
I would go to a house here. They give me like a bag where like fix up my stomach, whatever it is, and they would give me like apple juice at the end. Yeah. Like go to some random person's house.
Oh, what the fuck?
But I remember when you were saying because it's expensive here and over there it's not. Fuck, if I would have gone today, I could have gotten glasses.
Oh, for real?
Because I need glasses because I would get my glasses over there. So
Oh,
like, fuck, dude.
Dang.
Yeah, so I kind of fucked up on that part. That's why I was like, shit.
Oh,
And I didn't want to interrupt you, so I was like, fuck, alright, let me just remember this. I would
I
recommend
think
it.
that's like the only two. Oh, I was supposed. Excuse me. I was supposed to go to where my grandma's from. Last year in May, I think. Because I was gonna catch a flight. Because I think originally my mom was supposed to go, but she asked me if I wanted to go. I was like, oh shit, fuck it. I'll see.
Jesus Christ, bro.
But,
What we're at, man, here. Jesus.
But I ended up not going because I think my mom needed the money for my sister's Sweet 16. So alright, but I'm lucky glad that I low-key didn't go because number one, my Spanish is kind of shit,
That's fair.
and then two, the only person I'm gonna know there is my grandma and maybe some of her siblings.
Yeah, that's...
And that was probably about it. But yeah, cause I know, cause I seen pictures of like where my grandma's from,
Yeah.
and I think they have like a mansion somewhere. Cause I seen the house. That shit is huge.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But yeah,
That reminds me of, I think it's like my mom's tia, or great tia, or whatever the fuck it is. Dude, like, the last time I went to Mexicali was maybe 6 years ago. And she has the great tia she calls her tita, right?
that's what I call my grandma too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, a whole Filipino thing. But dude, legit, last time I was there, she was already past 90. and she's still alive.
Oh shit.
Dude, that shit's crazy. And the thing is, she has a crazy fucking story that actually happened to her. That she was on a plane once going somewhere, and the plane was going down, and her husband pushed her out of the plane, and she landed on trees, and he died in the impact and shit, right?
Damn.
But she survived, but she lost her memory.
Damn.
She lost like a whole bunch of it, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I'm such a pussy. I would have been dead, dude. I would have been dead as fuck. I would have been there like.
That's fucking crazy. Wait, so she lost because of dementia or from the traumatic?
No, from the
trauma.
actual like collision and shit. Like when they found her, like she didn't know what the fuck happened, this and that.
Damn,
you know?
that's fucking.
I was like,
crazy.
Dude. Obviously, we wouldn't know about it because that's in Mexico.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, bro, she's still kicking too. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I want to learn her secret, bro. Know how to jump out of planes, you know.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think now that
with parachute.
Now that we're like more technology and the future's coming, I think we're gonna live longer.
Oh, we better though,
yeah.
bud.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
If you're healthy, yes.
Yeah, if you're healthy too.
Dude, because if you think about it, people back then, like in their I know people that are in their 40s, and like celebrities that are in their 40s as well, and you could just see the difference.
Oh yeah.
Like family members, they look older. Like I know people my dad's age. Like my dad looks his age, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And I see celebrities his age, and I'm like, what? Because even Mike Tyson, honestly, if you didn't see the gray, he wouldn't look that old.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's other people like even like
Keanu Reeves, he's like pushing.
yes, exactly. And I'm like
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
Even
Adam Sandler too.
Yeah, because even like girls like in their 30s, 40s, they still look like they're in their 20s.
Sure.
I don't know if that's because like obviously makeup and shit like that.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, most likely. But but I'm like, dude, that's crazy. That's why I'm like, dude, maybe it's like, because even now we don't look our age. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, especially like Isaac, Hector, because Hector still looks like he's in elementary.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the height for him that helps him out.
Yeah, it's the height. Like legit, if he was Isaac's height, he would look like a kid. Like we still look like kids, and we're like 19.
Dude, that's sad, bro. I do not look my age.
That's fine, because
it is fine though, because when you grow up, that's why I always look at the bright side. Dude, I have cousins that are younger than me, look older, and you're like,
I'm like,
just you wait.
Just you wait, Boko. So yeah, I mean that's crazy. Technology is fucking mad, dude.
Yeah, the medicine is fucking crazy.
It was your great grandma, the one that fell through a plane, something like that, right?
Tita or whatever. Yeah, it was like my mom's like great whatever. But yeah, that I don't know.
I don't know why that reminded me of one of the last few memories I had. So where I stay, it's only one room. We all sleep in the same room, and my grandma was alive,
like Indian style. Because you know how they all just share a room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I did when I went to Atlanta. We just all slept in the living room.
Yeah, I don't have a living room.
Oh.
So I sleep in the room with my parents, and my grandma would sleep in the kitchen. So, and then to the kitchen, I had to go get water. You know, it was in the middle of the night. And I feel bad. I'm like, but at the same time, it's a funny story. So I want to go get water. And I break out in Mexico, man, since all over the dirt and shit. So I want to go get water. My grandma still wasn't asleep. She was just like this. I'm like, hola, nana. And she's like, hola. So I'm like, I drank water, and then I go back. And then my dad does the same too. But he's making a whole ruckus. And then she calls my mom. And then she's like, entraron rateros.
Oh
shit.
So she got scared. And then I go to sleep out there.
I was like, hey, where they at, bro? Where they at, cuz? You got to start soltera, bro. Where they at?
That day I wake up, my mom tells me, espantaste a tu abuela. I'm like, ¿por qué? Pues tu papá por haciendo muchos ruidos. Y tú, cuando le dijiste hola, pues tu cara. I'm like,
she calls you clap, bro.
Yeah. So basically my breaking outness and me just like, you know, she didn't recognize me. So she's just like, or she was just like, rateros. I'm like, bro.
Shit.
It's funny, but
why you fucking clap, dude?
I'm clapped. I'm sorry, man. Me in Mexico.
Stop, dude.
The breakout didn't help, bro. The breakout did not help. Breakout.
Yeah, I used to break out a lot as in high school, but now that's weird. I don't break out as much because usually sometimes when I let my hair down, it causes me to break down. But like I don't break out a lot because I remember I thought I got my mom's genes because she breaks out a lot. So I know in middle school and high school I would have like a lot of pimples and shit. But now that I think about it, I'm like, My face is.
For me, recently, I've been breaking up. Like, back in high school, I had a shit ton more. But right now, I've been having some that, like, the zits, like, you can't pop them up.
Oh, yeah. I have those.
You can't pop them, like, from the top. It's more centered. So that brings me to today's sponsor. I don't know. Pimple stopper guy.
You don't have a sponsor.
Yeah,
yet.
but I don't know if you guys did this, but in Mexicali, it's fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
It's really fucking hot. So, like, California doesn't even compare. And it's humid. And I remember there was this night we were out there. And we're like, man, it's so fucking hot. And we're staying outside. And then we're like, fuck it. We're sleeping outside. And then my grandpa slept under the car. We're just all laid out outside, just sleeping. We're just like, oh, yeah. And then New Year's over there, it's fun. They're chilling. It's dope.
Nice.
Yeah, I like Mexico, but, like, it depends what part. Like, if you go to Baja California area, I feel like you're safe.
Yeah.
And if you go to Mexico, like more center Mexico, be careful, guys.
You think Mexico City is safe? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think some parts.
Yeah.
Definitely some parts.
It's like LA or stuff like that, but like you think LA is safe? Oh, some parts, yeah.
Oh,
dude, I swear, people, because again, listening to the Jump podcast, they were like, yeah, people in LA, dude, they have so many opportunities. I'm like, where, dude? Like, where? Because I feel like LA's super hyped. Because I feel like
it's if you push it, you really do have it.
Like, really push it. But like, if you go to like the U.S. Bank area, like LA, like GTA LA, like you don't see anything. Dude.
Yeah, there's not much.
You really don't. Like, maybe you see like a film crew, like one time we saw they were filming some King Kong thing, like last year, and I was like, what the fuck, that's crazy. And at the observatory. Oh. But it's not like people are there like, hey, come act.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, you actually have to be looking for it, but that's the same with every other area.
It's because they also count the suburbans, unless I'm wrong. And well, we live there in the suburban parts of LA, and obviously not, bro. Like,
we're more of an industrial city. Like, we're just made for transport, dude.
Like, I counted it. I've searched it up, and it is. Like Norwalk, Downey, they're like suburbs in Los Angeles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's LA County, huh?
Yeah, we are LA County. That's dude. I remember some girl was like, I was on some girl's live, and then
some
girl's live, and then I was like, oh, I'm from like this area, right? Like Norwalk, Downey, and then she was like, I was like, oh, I'm in LA, right? And more specifically Norwalk, and then she was like, what? Norwalk's not in LA? And I was like,
should have said like LA County or some shit.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that kind of made sense to her already. That's why I'm like, obviously, if I'm gonna like, come on, guys, like, what are we doing here?
Dumbass, yeah. Like, no offense, but yeah, it's because she wasn't wrong, but she shouldn't have corrected it. To be honest, because
why don't you just think it's LA County? Because like it's not like main LA City.
She probably thought you were gonna say, oh, Van Nuys or some shit like that.
I was like, oh, I live around the corner, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Because realistically, it is around like 20 minutes from us at most. I guess
20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, but like LA's LA. It's still considered LA County, LA, whatever.
Like, I remember I used to live like legit right next to like downtown LA.
Really?
Without even realizing it.
That's one.
until like recently, because I used to live in this little town called Huntington Park, which is legit.
Oh, yeah. What?
Dude, that's
really?
That's like.
Hey, bro, why you come back into the hood?
Dude, that's a rich place.
You made it!
It's not a rich place.
It's not a rich place, but...
look where we
compared to this, yeah.
Look where we at.
It's not... Yeah.
I feel like...
I guess it depends where.
Yeah. I feel like compared here's more like a little bit more rich. Like, not a lot.
I don't know.
Wait, there is an area. I know there's an area that has some nice houses here. But there's like a block of them. That's it.
Because, what's it called? Because legit...
Huntington Park, right?
Yeah, Huntington Park.
Yeah, that
sounds like you got...
Okay, maybe I'm confusing it for beach.
Yeah,
there's Huntington Beach and Huntington Park.
Yeah, Huntington Park is like ghetto.
Oh,
it's like one of like the most... I remember I heard on the radio, it's like one of the most miserable cities.
Okay, okay,
all right, then I got it confused.
I was gonna say, because like, what the fuck? Cause
you're like, shit, I'm going back.
Because the first time I moved here, I was like, oh, what the fuck? This is like so different. It's like a lot more nicer.
Norwalk is Norwalk is definitely nice though.
Because the school I went to was LAUSD. So
LSD, that's crazy.
So our food was, until like middle school, was busting until Michelle Obama showed up and fucked it all up.
Dude,
Yeah.
school lunches are terrible. Dude.
Yeah, and then like, cause like lunch
Pizza
over
was good
there,
the first year.
yeah, like lunch over there in middle school, like you had whatever was right there.
Yeah,
And then when I first moved to Norwalk, I was like, well, you could choose what you want to eat.
well, you
what
can't
the
leave
fuck?
the school, but
Yeah.
Oh, you can't leave the school, obviously,
Yeah, you
but
can't
like you
leave
could
the
choose. You got options.
you got like a
Oh,
good
shit.
3 options.
You only
know?
have one thing. In
Over there, they had the jail system basically.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
this is what you're eating today.
Yeah.
You would actually care about the menu they would give you,
Yeah.
like or
I
the
was like,
calendar.
oh shit! And then I was like, oh, you gotta pay for lunch? What the fuck?
Oh, that's
here?
only if you have a good job.
Yeah, here my mom's like, "No, you better apply for that shit.
Yeah,
to
then
get free lunch."
Yeah, and then I applied for it too, and then I got free lunch like the last 3 years.
Bruh.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You wanted to say something, you know, because I saw you being like,
No, I was gonna say, what was your guys' favorite food in high school? Because I would say one good thing besides the pizza, which again only the first year, I was actually good with the chicken tenders.
Chicken tender. Honestly, for me, it was in between the nachos and the acai bowls.
"Oh yeah, nachos."
Okay, yeah.
I gotta
And the
go with
acai
the
bowls were
nachos.
fucking busting.
I forgot about the nachos.
I never got the acai bowls, but
I
they are
think
good.
The first year, like the first week, actually, I'm not even gonna say year, was the bacon cheeseburger.
Oh,
I remember
shit,
when
I
that
remember
first
they
came
had
out,
that,
I was
yeah.
like, the flavors are melting in my tongue. You know that shit.
Oh, I like
that
the
shit
fact that
busting.
that there's like a little cart where you could put like sauces and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I never did use it, but it was there.
I used the barbecue.
Yeah, the barbecue. I would put barbecue in that shit. That's
But yeah, the chicken tenders. Definitely.
Chicken tenders.
No, the nachos were a close second though, actually, because I like the meat they would put there.
The meat, yeah.
I remember the first time I didn't know you had the option to not put cheese on it. I'm like,
Oh, right.
so I'm like, fuck, who wants my nachos? And I'm
They had
like,
carnitas, huh?
yeah, they had
Yeah, they had
carnitas
the
and then like
carnitas.
beef.
And
Was
some
it?
like
Was it beef?
some seasoned beef or some shit.
Dude, I
Yeah.
feel like people probably listening to this are like, damn, they had it good, but we really didn't. Like, you really think about it, like,
It was the last few years, I would say.
nah, there was some times you would get your milk and that shit was frozen.
Oh yeah.
And you'd be like,
Uh-huh.
well, fuck. Or there was just some, like, carrots, you'll open it and they'd be like, kind of spoiled and you're just like,
They were mushy, bro.
yeah, you're just, or like the grapes, you wouldn't eat the soft ones, like only the hard ones, and you'd be like,
Hey, no, but notice how slowly they did, like, they were going in, I don't know, I guess budget cuts, bro, because usually before, dude, this is where they're going to say, oh, no, they definitely live nice. The first 1 or 2 years in high school, maybe even middle school, they gave us, like, actual Capri Suns or, like, that type of thing. But after a while,
no, they didn't.
they did, and, like, and then after that, it was just the juice bags.
Juice bag. Oh shit.
That was in middle school, the juice bags.
I swear they give those in high school, too, at some
Did
point.
they? I don't think
Maybe
they
I'm
did.
wrong, Because
I have shit memories, so I don't remember.
They gave us the regular juice boxes. I stopped
remember the
drinking.
juice boxes,
Yeah, I
yeah.
stopped drinking them because they gave me headaches. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Like they would straight up give me a
maybe they're
headache.
just, on its own, they're probably
Like
just bad.
yeah, I would just want to throw up. That's how bad it was. So we didn't have it good. Like compared to Downey, what they were able to
Oh
leave.
yeah, Downey is
Oh,
fucking crazy.
Dude, and in front of there was indoor school. In front of the school, they have Wingstop, Chick-fil-A.
That's actually looking good.
McDonald's.
Isaac fucked himself over because he could have gone to that school instead.
Yeah.
But then again, he wouldn't be here.
He wouldn't.
That's
That's
fine.
so that's
I'm playing with you. I love Isaac, man.
Oh, bro! That's actually another funny thing. Other schools have literally that. Maybe after school, or like you said, they could just go over there. They had like Chick-fil-A close to them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we're like in the middle of a fucking of
Yeah.
a neighborhood.
Oh yeah, legitimately. Our school is legit 1 mile wrapped around. It's a full on square.
Yeah, and then there's like three other schools around them. Because there's
Yeah,
Norwalk,
Corvallis, yeah,
Corvallis,
Dean Johnson.
Johnson.
a Morrison, and then the other school. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'll give it to somebody. If somebody lived close, they had it easy. But other than
Oh,
that,
Oh yeah, because some people like legit live across the school.
Street, yeah,
Yeah.
all across the street.
We were just-
Bro, I
in
had
the
to walk
neighborhood.
fucking 20 minutes to get to school.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else right now for Mexico stories. So, I mean, if you're okay with wrapping
Mexico,
it up
this
there.
one is. It's just a very short one. It's just I was gonna say literally everybody's almost getting injured arm or some kid. I don't know what age I was, but another cousin. He just grabbed a stick and started smacking a cactus. He went, da, da. My parents just looking from a distance. My dad and my uncle.
Your dad with the beard just like, well, this is gonna end well.
Yeah, it's just like, like they were like flinching because any little more and something would have gotten in his eye, and the kid just staring. I'm like, bro, they didn't happen, but it's just a fact that like, bro, why would you do that?
It's just Minecraft blocks. He's just like,
Oh, and this happens every year actually too. Oh no, 2 years in a row. I'm not gonna say every year. Last year, I set up the cuete. I put it there. I put rocks around it. I'm like, all right. I told my cousin, hey, it won't tip over, right? She's like, no, está bien. Ya poner más piedras. Let me put more rocks. Okay. I light it. And then immediately once I light it, it tips over. So I'm like, no! Me dijiste que no. But I didn't even have a chance to say that. I just hear Umberto, the one that lives here too. He's like, move. I'm like, oh shit. So then it just goes into the dead plants. I'm like,
oh, dude, legit. Isaac told us a story like that because I'm pretty sure I was gonna tell you, but the first episode me, Isaac, and Hector did is gonna be called Mexican Christmas, and he's like, oh, bro, the cebollitas. Is cebollitas?
Yeah. The ones that twirl?
Yeah. Legit, the grass is so fucking dry that any little thing and everything goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I relate to your story. I'm surprised you weren't there like, I'm a shoulder roll this shit.
No. It's because it didn't go my way, you know? So I'm like, and then all the kids are just like, ah! So once you hit it, you see it go to the dead plants, you just hear the cars. Nothing that was crazy. And it happened this year too, but this time I wasn't involved. I was just watching.
Okay.
So again, they're trying to set it up. I guess we just suck with these or some shit. They light it, and then again, I showed it to you. Like immediately once it lights, it just hits one of the. I think it's where you hold the cows up or the horses or whatever, and it just went.
You guys actually have cows?
I don't know who, but it's one of those. I think it's from they bring it from like the city. So then they bring it there. Because there's a little special thing they celebrate with where you go horses all over the place and yeah.
Legit, when you said, I put rocks, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I just imagine, I put rock fire. But,
I just hid.
Wait, did it have like the little tubes that you can
yeah. Or you're supposed to put it in a bottle.
I feel like a bottle would be worse.
Yeah.
No, because it's too heavy for the bottle. Like, unless you dig it up and shit, then yeah, 100%, but no.
Oh,
that was my initial idea, just dig it down. So I put it, and she's like, "How poner piedras?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. I trust you. You live here. I'm pretty sure you do this all the time. I guess."
It's not even the matter of fact she lives there. It's just simple physics. Like, come on.
Fair enough, yeah.
Like, just dig a hole and put the thing in there, and then hope for the best.
So see, next year I go. I'll see if that happens again. Maybe it's just routine, you know. It just has to happen.
All right. Well, I think we're good to call it there, unless you have anything else. Mr. Referee, Judge, Host.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good episode, pretty interesting. I learned some things.
I think that's what you learned.
There's things, some interesting stories in Mexico since I've only been there like so many times. So yeah, it's good to see like other people's perspectives.
Other people's pee-pee? Like what?
Other people's perspectives of it. But yeah, I think I don't know if Mexico calms down, hopefully.
Yeah, we should take a trip to Tijuana.
Yeah, I'll be down to go trip there.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
All you need is a birth certificate, so yeah. That's done.
Well, I have my passport. Well, I don't know if you need
not all of us do. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know if I need that or not, but
I need to renew mine.
I'm legal, so
that's what's up.
Oh yeah, same.
I think we're all there. Wait, were you guys born here or in Mexico?
No, I was born in Bellflower.
That's here. Oh, yes, I was born in the States.
Oh, okay. Right. What about your guys' parents? Were they born here? Or
Oh no, they were born over there.
Oh, actually, my mom.
I know some parents.
My mom born in Linwood.
Oh,
he's half dad. My dad was born in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
You see, his mom saw the immigrant. She's like, "Well, I need some of that."
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, both my parents were born and raised here.
That's
yeah. And then
you're second generation. Then.
Second generation.
Yeah, second generation. Yeah.
That's right. 2.0, come on.
2.0. That's facts. Well, thank y'all for watching. Hope.
But the points.
Oh yeah, the points. I
swear that even last time I was like, "Hey Isaac," because the points don't matter. It's just that's just a way to like for some like
for the next episode.
It's an assignment basically, you know. So you want to bring out the best stories at all times.
I want. It's safe to say I think you won.
I did almost die for this episode.
Yeah.
I didn't. Huh? No, it's the chair.
But
Alan got a total of 17 points.
He got like 20 or something.
And then Andrew got a total of... Let me the math through.
Dude, because last time Hector was legit just telling Isaac when to give points. And
dude, he took points away.
I was like,
that too, but thank goodness he didn't.
And then Andrew got a total of 25. So
I mean, yeah, what?
He didn't almost die for nothing, you know.
I know, Goose.
Alright, so,
do the outro, Mr. Williams.
Alright, so Alan, you're gonna have to come up with the next topic.
That's
I
fine,
hope
yeah.
it's interesting.
And you better fucking come, because the next one is the last episode before we announce, like, everything.
Alright, bet.
Like
well,
you know,
okay.
drop it on YouTube, basically.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, we just post all 6 episodes on YouTube, and after that, we do... Because I think the format I'm coming up with is we do it by seasons. I explained it to you.
Oh, yeah, seasons. That's good.
Because
pilot season.
the way we work, I don't think we can all just dedicate one day.
Yeah,
so we record all episodes and then just drop it like a season.
Oh, that would be... Oh, okay, so like Netflix.
Yeah, like anime kind of, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can drop one season, 12 episodes.
Yeah,
That's fine.
okay.
So,
I see.
yeah, so I think this is going to be the first way we're going to drop 6 first, then we're going to record the other 6 afterwards. Then we're going to... Because this is kind of like the testing series.
Yeah, testing.
Seeing how it goes. But, yeah, get it away. I just wanted to
Alright,
clear that up.
yeah, thank y'all for watching. We hope you'll stick around. We hope y'all learn stuff. If you're listening, drive safe. If you're watching, hope y'all have a good day. This is it. This has been the Shit Talk Singuchi podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And
Yeah, you can't bribe him. You can't bribe him.
see y'all later.
Yeah,
to the
bye-bye.